Don't help me snarl flying forward.
And with that, welcome to Science Stand. Thank you for being on the show today, Martyn and Alex. Could we do a little bit of introductions?
Hi, I'm Dr. Alex Figueroa. I just started here at Li Chen Natural History Museum as the Secretariat for International Commission of Zoological Nomenclature.
And you are also a herpetologist by training?
Correct. I'm also a herpetologist. Got my PhD studying the phylogenetics of arboreal snakes.
Cool.
What's a boreal?
I think we have to cut. So arboreal snakes are snakes that live in trees.
Like tree, they come in trees. Hi, I'm Martyn Lau. What am I? I'm a research associate at the Li Chen Natural History Museum. I am managing the museum's biodiversity histories unit. So we do a lot of more humanities-focused research. So looking at, like, for example, old books, old photographs, as well as specimens and their data to see how they can tell the story of Singapore's historical biodiversity. It's like amazing, right?
Yeah.
So this is actually the ICZN as a whole scroll. So today we'll be learning more about the code from current Secretariat, Dr. Alex Figueroa, and also past Secretariat, Mr. Martyn. Okay, what is the ICZN?
So the ICZN, which stands for the International Commission, is an international commission made up of 26 commissioners and a secretariat. So currently I'm serving as a secretariat. Previously Martyn served as secretariat. And their main objectives is to regulate the code, which is presented to you here. And the code is just a set of rules and recommendations that are used to help form the names of animals, and then also to regulate or govern nomenclatural problems which are presented in case applications. When you're looking at taxonomy, you're looking at the identification, description, and the naming of organisms. Whereas nomenclature is just dealing strictly with the name of the organism. They really only overlap in one thing, and that is in the type specimen.
The type specimen is the specimen that is selected either when the species is named or subsequently at a later date to represent sort of like the yardstick of what the species is supposed to look like. You know, it's a representation, a physical representation of the species.
Oh, there are different kinds of classifications of types, right? Yes. Holotype is one of them. It's kind of like from what I understand, is it the holy grail of that kind of specimen?
Well, we have it right here, conveniently. Article 73
on the code is the membrane type in the original communication, holotypes and types. Holotype is holotype of a single specimen upon which a new nominal species group character is based in the original coordinates.
So holotype is the specimen that is chosen by, it's one specimen that is chosen by the researcher to represent the organism that's being described. So there's different designations as you brought up. So you can either designate a holotype, which is a single specimen, or you could designate syntypes, which would be a group of specimens that will represent the type series for that species.
I see.
As I understand it, the original holotype of the Archaeopteryx, which is what they call either a fossil bird or a feathered dinosaur. I think feathered dinosaur, yeah, they prefer feathered dinosaur. So it's kind of like a link between dinosaurs and birds today, and birds today, of course, are dinosaurs. They are one surviving lineage of dinosaurs. But the holotype, when the name Archaeopteryx lithographica, I think, was first described, was just a feather. So it was an impression in stone of a feather. And that was done in the 1860s, I think. And about almost a century later, some paleontologists wrote what do you call them? They call case application, yeah. So this paleontologist sent in an application and they asked for the holotype to be set aside because they felt that it was the feather alone was insufficient to be able to tell the identity of this. And in place of that feather, they asked that a neotype, so neo is new, of course, like in the Matrix, and they asked for a neotype, a new type to be given type status. Normally, a neotype is only given or only designated when the original holotype or original type has been lost. But in this case, they asked the commission to set aside, so basically to act as if the holotype did not exist, and to designate a more complete specimen. So as you can see from the photographs, it's actually an almost complete specimen with feathers, which was in the Natural History Museum in London as the neotype.
I see. My question is, how did it end up being at the Liechtenstein Natural History Museum?
Oh, actually, I wanted to bring that up. Yeah, so ICZN was founded in 1895 in London. And then it was there until about 2013 when they moved here to Singapore, the Liechtenstein Natural History Museum. So the commissioners are actually based at the whatever universities or organizations that they work for around the globe. So it's only really the secretariat that's based at the home institution. So which used to be London, and then it moved here. And Martyn was actually responsible for helping with the transition from London to Singapore.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's such an old museum, such an established museum, So they anchored, the commission for a very long time. They hosted the secretary. They hosted the publications editor, who was taking care of the Bulletin of Zoological Nomenclature. But at one point, basically, the funds started to run out. So it was a matter of more financial reasons. But what happened was a former commissioner of the commission, as well as our former head of the Liechtenstein Natural History Museum, Professor Peter Ng, he actually managed to raise funds here in Singapore to actually support the work of the commission's secretariat. So as Alex mentioned, the commissioners have their own day jobs and they're all around the world. But it's the secretariat that needs the support, the financial support to get the day-to-day things done. So they are all in this museum now. The Natural History Museum in London played a pivotal role in the founding of the commission and supporting the commission for more than a century. And the donors here in Singapore who have supported the work of the museum and of the commission as well have also played an important role over the past almost 20 years now? No, sorry, scratch it. 10 years. 10 years. Yes. Feels like longer. But yes, so that's basically the story of how the ICZN came to Singapore.
Cool. Thank you so much. I think that's all that we want to know. There's still so much more also story.
Yeah, we can do another round on something else. We can do another.